Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Bastards post-game show here this evening. I am Nick. We have Brendan back. I don't know why he came back after that tonight, but that's okay. We welcome Brendan back into our show. For those of us that did not see today's Titanic disaster from your 2023 Red Sox, I actually give you a lot of props if you did not get a chance to watch that today. I really do. I salute you. I give you all the props in the world for not having to sit there and watch and hear about that disaster today. In case you have no idea what I am talking about, the Red Sox lost 10-7 against the Washington Nationals, one of the worst teams in baseball. But you know what? When you want to play like that against one of the worst teams in baseball, so aren't you. They should be ashamed of themselves after this today. To lose 2 of 3 to a Nationals team that has no business playing competitive baseball right now is unacceptable in my eyes. This is what infuriates me with this team this season. You get on a little bit of a stretch. You're feeling pretty good about it. You gain a little bit of confidence. You start to feel okay. And you're like, you know what? They're 3 games out. Maybe they actually do have a chance. Maybe they will be a Cinderella story and figure it out. Well, if you're still feeling good about this team right now, you might need to go check yourself. You might need to go check that head of yours because I can't, I won't, and I don't have anything in me right now to give me confidence to say that this team is going to be there at the end. If you can't beat teams like this, go home. Brendan, please don't go home.
Nick,
Please talk to me.
Nick, I'm here to help us get through this. What everyone was trying to tell you at the deadline was wait for these guys to come back. Wait for Sale to come back. Wait for Story to come back. Wait for Whitlock to come back. We're still waiting for Houck to come back. The reinforcement. And what do you know? They really let you down. Trevor Story 0 for 5 today. Whitlock got shelled last night. And then Chris Sale, he's given you 4 innings. And today he really didn't have it either. He gave up 3 runs. And this tax bullpen that we were raving about on our last podcast just got obliterated. These are my 2 studs that I've always been leaning on in Chris Murphy and Josh Winchowski. Both of them complete egg. And that is really what you can't be seeing right now for the Red Sox because this schedule's about to heat up. And this business trip just came to a shattering fall. The Red Sox had to sweep Washington. And instead of doing that, they end up losing 2 out of 3. Absolute atrocious outcome for the Red Sox. It really is what we would call an unserious baseball team.
Right there.
It's time for the props, folks. It's time for the props.
Unserious baseball team. Right there. So we've got
Boston
this
Red
sign.
Sox.
I'm waving the flag. No, this is not the checker flag to pass go. This is the flag that says you're an unserious baseball team. Just like it says right there. You're unserious. So why should we as fans sit there and give ourselves hope when you can't beat inferior teams like this? Because you're inferior as well. We wanted to talk a little bit more about some of the players on the team, especially some blame pie that goes around. I think you and I are on the same wavelength here of one player in particular, which I am growing more and more frustrated with by the day, Raffy Devers. Talk to me about him.
Definitely. Yeah, Nick, you way more consistency out of Raffy Devers. His last month, he's been almost invisible. And what you need is a dependable bat that's on this team. They're leaning on Justin Turner to carry the offense and run the locker room. In the meantime, Raffy Devers, who just got the big contract, sure, he's a young guy, but you're only young for so long. He got his deal. He needs to step up. And he really has just been hacking and forcing at every plate. And he's been suffering because of it. And the team really needs him.
I don't even look at it strictly offensively, to tell you the truth, Brendan. I look at this too as it's always, I see mental mistakes galore with him. I see him not knowing what the heck to do when he's up at the plate. But the glove and the fielding is now becoming more and more of a concern. He had a critical error today, critical error in this game that changed really the complexity of the inning and even Chris Sale's day, truthfully, with what we saw with Devers. You put yourself in this situation. There was no more Mookie. You got rid of Xander. You didn't really have a future to go with. This, in my eyes, was a desperation signing from Henry. I'm not questioning the move. I'm not. I was grateful. I'm still grateful that they signed one of their homegrown stars to the deal. I think they picked the wrong guy, though. I will be completely honest with you right now. Do all these players deserve all the money? Does Xander deserve all his money? Hell no. Do I want that contract? No. Do I want Mookie's contract? No, I don't. But it's not our choice as fans. We need to understand that and come to the realization this isn't our money, folks. These are the owners. This is what our world is right now. If these owners can pay top dollar to get these players here, do it. But you need to be deserving of that money. I still, to this day, outside of the Manny Ramirez contract that was signed back in 2000 by Dan Duquette, I don't know of another player who has lived on to the length of a contract for the amount of money that they have earned. I feel Manny earned every dollar of his contract. I can't really say that to another player with all these ridiculous contracts that are getting signed. I just can't.
No, and the Padres made a huge mistake. You're seeing what it's looking like right now. The Dodgers, they went all in, and right now they have an MVP candidate. So those two guys, one of them's killing it, the other one not so much. The Sox had no other choice. There was going to be riots this winter weekend. There still could be riots at winter weekend for the Red Sox. But really, this team is leaning on guys like Urias that they got at the deadline, a complete no-namer, and then Pablo Reyes, who came off of AAA Worcester, not AAA Worcester, AAA Oakland.
Yep.
And these are like, you have studs on this team that are just not showing up. I know Jarren Duran is dealing with mental health. Yoshida, he had a rest. He was 2 for 4 today. Store 5 is not what I want to see. Yeah. So he came back in.
Issues I see, like you do, is the fatigue. The fatigue and the mental state of some of these players on the team is a concern for me. I get Jarren Duran actually got a great hit in the 9th inning, ripped it right down the left field side. I was very happy to see that. Verdugo even started it out in that 9th inning. We had 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Raffy Devers does nothing. Trevor Story lines out, and I think Casas did nothing either. So that right there. No, it was actually they pinched hit. Who did they pinch hit? Reese McGuire. Reese McGuire made the first out. Then it was Devers.
Yeah.
And then it was Trevor Story lining out 0 for 5. But like we said at the beginning, you were told, oh, don't worry. Trevor Story's coming. Don't worry. Garrett Whitlock's coming. Don't worry. Chris Sale is coming.
Well, you see
Screw them. Okay. Screw them. Because I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of it. We have heard Chris Sale is coming back 7 times since he signed with the Red Sox, folks. 7.
Oh, my God.
What world are you living in where you still have faith in him?
Yeah, Nick, that's like bottom 3 contract in Boston sports history. And that's a whole nother podcast that we can do. But Chris Sale, he just can't be there. And these are all growing pains that you're going to deal with this young team that the Red Sox want. Anyways,
so I'm going to hopefully take a chill pill tonight. We have to talk about tomorrow. We got 30 seconds to say Red Sox, Yankees, big series, must sweep.
Yep.
Bayo's on the hill tomorrow against TBA for the Yankees. Who do you got?
Bayo's going to give you 7 innings, 9 strikeouts. They're going to win. They have to. They have to win. Bayo's got to kill them.
Yankees are going to take the first game here just because that's how I'm feeling right now. I don't have confidence right now in seeing what's going to happen with this team. So prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Calm me down.
Bayo Dia tomorrow.
Let's see what happens tomorrow. Night.